How to manage an increasing number of clients. Hey there, it's Eric J. Olson. I got this question on LinkedIn from Blake Seymour. He is an account executive at NetSuite. And in particular, what he asked was, when it comes to scaling a business, how do you manage the increased volume of clients for maintaining the relationship, tracking and following project deadlines, ensuring clients are receiving what they paid for, invoicing, P&L, et cetera? Great question, Blake. I appreciate it. I guess there's several different ways you can handle this. One is, quite frankly, what I think a lot of companies do is they do nothing. So what I mean by that is, as they continue to bring on more and more clients, they don't take any action to try to resolve the problem, and it can get worse and worse over time to the point where either they start losing accounts because of that, start losing business because of that, or they're forced to take some sort of action. So if they're forced to take some sort of action, what actions could they take? Well, frankly, the easy way out in a situation like that is to hire someone else to help out with the customer relationship. So if you don't have someone like an account manager or someone like a project manager, then that would be your first step, I would say, especially if you are relatively small and as the owner founder, you are maintaining all those relationships with the clients. You really need to get out of that situation, at least for the bulk of the clients. Now, maybe it would make sense to keep the relationship for, the big key accounts, major accounts, if you will. But for everyone else, they really need to be shifted over to someone that works for you. So that is usually what I think most companies do, is they will hire someone to help with customer support, account management, and project management. The other way that you can kind of figure this out and adjust your company for this is to create systems that will scale as your company grows. So what I mean by this is systems that will monitor things like how frequently you communicate with each one of your customers. So that is something that we did here recently at Array Digital. Actually, I say recently, but it's been at least 6 months, maybe even a year at this point. But we recently modified it, so it's just fresh in my mind. Well, we took we took our client list, every one of our clients, and we knew that we weren't contacting them quite as much as we needed to. Now, clearly, or certainly, if they contacted us, we would respond. So they were hearing back from us, but we weren't initiating a lot of the conversation. And so we took our client list and we said, all right, everybody needs to be contacted at least once a month. So Jamal is our project manager. He owns the relationship with our clients. And so it's his job to go through that list and reach out to them once a month, usually by phone call, and basically to say, hey, it's Jamal. I'm checking in. Is there anything that we need to discuss? And so he's proactively reaching out. Now, there's other clients where we have monthly meetings with them every single month. So he doesn't need to do anything special for them. But the ones that we don't reach out to or don't have these recurring meetings with, he has to reach out to. We did modify it recently because some of our clients, especially the ones where, they don't need a whole lot of hand holding from us. As an example, if we built a website, their website's fine. If they need a change, they'll let us know. We don't need to ask them every single month, do you need a change? And so for them, we decided that we were going to, or actually for all of our clients, we were going to adjust from the standard every month we need to reach out to them to some frequency that varied by each client. So as an example, if it's one of our VIP clients, then once a week. So it's even more frequent than once a month. But if it's one of those like website-only clients that's been with us for several years, they don't need a lot of stuff from us. Maybe once every 2 or 3 months is fine. But we do want to make sure that we reach out to them. So I think that's really kind of the 3 ways that people will account for increasing client load is one, really just do nothing and hope for the best, but things will probably break. 2, hire your way out of the problem. 3 is install systems that will help you. And actually, I'll throw in a 4th one, which is a combination of number 2 and 3. So they'll hire people and they'll put systems in place. I would say that is optimal. It's really actually best if you could have more systems than people from your perspective as the company owner and founder. You always want to try to see if you can get a tool or a process or a system and defer hiring employees if you don't absolutely need to, right? Because look, let's face it, employees are expensive. And so if you can get a piece of software for a couple $100 or 1,000 or 2,000 a month, you'll probably do better. But you definitely need the human touch at some point. Hey there, it's Eric J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1,000,000 Journey: How to Launch a Seven-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1,000,000 business. It took me 8 years and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1,000,000 Journey by me, Eric J. Olson.